Hello, and welcome to Exploring the Holos. I'm really not impressed with this room for doing this, but there's not much else I can do right now. This is what you're going to have to deal with. It's either this or in my car. So the lights are just kind of up there right above me, making these shadows. My face is like all shadow, but whatever. I'm putting out a video, so that's something, right? What can I say? The ICE situation has not improved. The government is happy with the distraction they're causing. Distracting from the Epstein stuff. Every time a major step forward happens with the Epstein case, another terrible thing happens with ICE. 2 shootings so far, and just other horrendous things like constantly every day. The horrendous behavior, the brutalization of a populace that just wants to fight for democracy. And it's very depressing. It's hard to do this video because I'm, again, battling like a cold or something. Everybody is sick right now. This is the second time I've been sick this year, I guess, this winter. Maybe you could say the last one was the end of last year, but less than 2 months ago I was sick. So it seems as though the government doesn't care, which is scary. It seems like they're not caring about the upcoming elections in 2026. So that tells me they might possibly try to do some kind of a martial law to not have elections at all so they can hold on to power. It seems far-fetched and hard to believe, but I don't see the party in power right now being re-voted in. They're very unpopular. They are underwater with their own voters, and I don't see them having any fear of the elections. They have absolutely no fear of the people who are supposed to be keeping them in power. Americans right now are concerned with the economy. They're not concerned with fighting foreign wars or capturing people and beating them down in the streets. That's not what they want. They want the government to help them afford their lives. I've felt it. Everybody I know can feel it right now. Things are hard to pay for. It is hard to pay rent. It's hard to just make it in this country. Many of the people who came here for a better life are leaving because it's not easier here anymore. There's no more American dream. The consumer confidence, as you can see right here, is almost down to the point where it's a recession level. Around the 2007, 2008 time period. So the administration wants to distract from that. They're failing big time because they're stuck on this tariff thing that is just hurting everyone. And Americans do not like that we are giving all of our money to Israel to kill people in Gaza. And now they're talking of striking Iran again. We don't need that. Let them pay for their own war. They have a budget surplus over there. Did you know that there's a memorandum of understanding that they're trying to pass, which would mean that we give them another couple of $1 billion a year for the next 20 years. They don't talk about that in the media. Why are we giving this country that has free healthcare and a budget surplus all of our money and fighting their wars for them? I'm not interested. If they want to commit a genocide, they can do it with their own money, not mine. We are in serious trouble with our economy. Our money needs to stay here and take care of Americans. The Israeli defense, their army, the IDF, they finally admitted to the numbers of casualties in Gaza being around 71,000 people, and nearly 20,000 of that is children. And they denied it up to this point, but now they just can't deny it anymore. And it's hard to say that that's not a genocide. It is. So I don't want my money going to them. I have no hatred or dislike for Jewish people in general. It's not the people. Just like our government does things to other countries around the world that are humiliating and disgraceful, I would not like to be judged by the actions of the Trump administration. So I don't think it's fair to judge the Jewish people on their horrific government. The government needs to be held accountable. But yeah, that's all I got to say this week. I will come up with some better content when I'm feeling better, and things are very hectic right now. But yeah, hopefully I can bring back better news. Be safe. Ad Astra, my friends. Go to these websites, notanother.com, this one right here, and operationconsequences.com to let politicians know and sign a pledge that you will not be voting for them if they give any of our tax dollars or have given any of our tax dollars to Israel to commit a genocide. We want only politicians who are going to represent us. That's why we pay taxes. The days of these reality star, movie star politicians have to be over. We need normal people who are going to be servants to American people. That was the point of having a politician. If they're not going to serve us, they have no business being in Washington. So go to these websites, sign the pledge, and gosh darn it, vote in the primaries. Vote for the person who's not going to serve corporate interests, other countries. Vote for the person who's going to serve your interests. Thanks for listening. Be safe. Ad Astra, my friends.